Great day, amazing humans. Yes, welcome to Empowering Bites. This is where we keep it short and sweet. But who is the we? Well, the we is me, Nkechi, and
I'm Gaby with 1B. Pleased to be the co-host of these Empowering Bites where we keep it short and sweet.
E to the A to the B to the Y. Mamone! That is Gaby 1B Mamone. Let's go, girl. Let the show begin. Great day, amazing humans. Yes! Welcome to another episode of Thriving Thursdays. My name is Nkechi. My co-host name is Gaby. Nkechi and Gaby.
That's funny. Look at you, all Miss Talented. So in that case, I'm going to try to imitate you and say, great day, amazing humans. Yes! How do they do?
I love that. So what's on the talk today?
You know, today's talk, I chose a topic that I think you would like to take a stance on, a different stance from what the norm is. Let me see if I'm right.
Me.
Yes. And I think that's good, right? You don't always have to agree with everyone, but here's the thing. This is an important topic. Let's talk about imposter syndrome.
Oh, Lord.
Because many people believe that imposter syndrome is kind of like a psychiatric diagnosis. Is it real? How many people go through it? But I vaguely remember a conversation that we had once where you have a very different view.
Yes, I actually
imposter syndrome, right?
And I think a lot of thought leaders and psychologists and all this who talk about this syndrome would not appreciate me trying to say hashtag bunfire pun, imposter syndrome. So I have a completely different take on imposter syndrome. And it's not like it's not like I didn't believe in it, totally believed in it. Sat on panels, talked about it, or probably have written about it and posted about it. And I get what it is. And I get that, you know, as humans, it's something that can always show up in our lives. I totally understand that. I recently had the pleasure of getting educated by Karlyn Percil about it, and just brand new perspective of renaming it to imposter moment versus the syndrome, which is you think you're just this never-ending imposter. Okay. So we have imposter moments, which are those moments of doubt and our need to name it. There's a name. Okay. There are moments and they're fleeting. Okay. And just as quick as they come, it's just as quick as they go. And the question is, do you have in your toolbox the things that you need so that poof, you can get back onto your right footing? Because this, I believe, after it was said to me, and if I could believe it for myself, anyone that's listening to this can believe it. There is nothing imposter about you. Period. I gave that space because nothing else needs to be said after that. There's no but, there's no and, there's nothing imposter about you. And it was funny because that was said to me by Claudette McGowan as I step into this new opportunity that I've been given at my workplace. And she put it in text, like a message. And when I say, life changed, I took that and I said, I'm done with the imposter syndrome. I realized that I am a daily learner. I'm constantly advancing myself. So in those moments when I experience doubt or maybe a bit of inexperience, I have so much evidence that shows that I'm able to learn, gain more insight, gain more knowledge by staying insatiably curious.
So what I'm hearing is that you're not pretending to be someone else.
No.
You know who you are.
100%.
Yeah. And you're just really doing what?
Doing what? And right now I'm having, as Karlyn says, an imposter moment, right? Because there is some connection, and it's real or not real, that there's something right now that I'm unsure about. What is that? You know? And then get curious to find out what that is. Once you identify, get curious and ask questions, fill the doubt with knowledge, get back onto your footing.
Okay.
Right? But the belief that you have to walk with is there's nothing imposter about me, because there isn't.
Yes.
You get it?
So do you think that people are debilitated by fear?
I think fear has so much barriers, creates so much barriers and debilitating moments and disempowering moments in our lives. Yeah, I think fear is ever present, but I think you can harness it for good in your life to serve you stronger. And I read, and it's funny, everyone knows love for God. My name, God's gift. So there's this devotional that I had one day. And when I read this, it was confirmation that you can walk with the belief that there is nothing imposter about you. And I want you to take this in, because this could even serve you on today, Gaby.
Yeah.
So first of all, it starts with the scripture from Isaiah 25:1, which says, "O Lord, I will honor and praise your name, for you are my God. You do such wonderful things. You planned them long ago, and now you've accomplished them." That's why even you and I've had conversations. I'm like, be still, just get the guidance, because your life has already been planned long ago.
Right.
You know? Okay. Then choose to honor God before the foundations of the world. God knew you. God crafted and formed you before you were even discussed amongst your parents. Imagine that. He knew you were going to be in the world. You are not a mistake. That's so powerful. You are not a mistake. Your life has purpose. It has purpose when you're in the shower, and sometimes when you're in your car, and when you're in this meeting with these people, and when you're sending that email about this topic to that person. No, it says your life, all of it, has purpose. Again, when you're in an imposter moment, it's fleeting. Why? Because you are not a mistake. So not a mistake that you're there and in that experience and going through what you're going through, and your life has purpose. So the one way out of the fleeting is to remind yourself why I'm in this room. Oh, I'm here because I'm credible. I'm here because the energy that I bring is needed. I'm here because the experience I've gone through for 25 years serves the purpose of this room.
Yes.
Right? There's value in what I've gone through, which is exactly what's brought me to where I am on today. I am not a mistake in this room or any room or in any moment or in any conversation or in any interaction or any experience. You know?
Yes.
I'm not a mistake.
Yeah.
And then God planted you here for such a time as this. Sometimes we're like, oh, I can't believe this is happening to me. Another imposter moment. No, this is the season. This is the stage. You're on it. Claim it. Own it. Thrive through it. Move through it. Take action. Don't stop. Don't drop your mic. Don't lose your voice. Keep on moving forward. You've got this.
Oh, I love that. You're telling us basically what I'm hearing is we need this independent verification to realize that we can own it and thrive through it and take action. And and it's very important that we address that we are not here to demean or diminish anyone that does believe in imposter syndrome. Not for a moment. We're very respectful of everyone's views. That's what thriving is all about, is owning what you believe in. We're simply taking it up, looking at it from a very different lens. We're looking at it from a different angle because, truthfully, I used to believe in imposter syndrome myself, and I kind of feel like I had experienced it. And then I heard you talking about that there's no such thing. And I was like, I never looked at it that way. And when I went deep and I was like, you know what, this actually makes sense. It was just before maybe I had this sense of embarrassment or like a whole load of other things behind my feeling. But now it's like, you know what,
I will say something, and I mean to cut you.
Go ahead.
Just to take you back to, there is no such thing. I do believe, psychologists, and I don't want to discount any of the work that's been done since 1990s odd when this came about, or I don't know, it was 35. I can't remember the year, 33 or something like that. It could be real.
Yes, we're respectful of that. Yes.
Absolutely could be real, but it could be not real. It's your choice.
Yes.
You want to believe that you have the syndrome, or do you want to believe that you have these moments? But when you're in those moments and the awareness of, okay, something's up right now. What am I experiencing? How do I get myself out of it? And reaching into your toolbox, because you've already deposited things in there that help you to continue to thrive through this. That's now what I'm promoting. Right. That is how I'm trying to help empower people. There is nothing imposter about you. And I don't think any of those psychologists will say, no, you're an imposter, you're an imposter, you're an imposter. They're not saying that. They're saying that you have this imposter syndrome. Like when you feel these feelings, when you do this is called the imposter syndrome. And I'm trying to say, beyond that, you can have less of those when you know who you are. So focus on knowing who you are and knowing you're not a mistake and knowing your life has purpose. And that will start to diminish that. So then you can actually now say, no, I experience imposter moments. They're fleeting. And this is my toolkit or my regimen that I use to get myself out of it, period.
I appreciate you saying that. In preparation for this podcast, let the record show, Nkechi did not know that I was choosing this topic to talk about, right? I just sprung it upon her. And so whenever we're having chats or I get ideas, I just write it in my phone and, schedule it for a chat. And so I did some research and the true definition of imposter syndrome is characterized by the constant worry that you are underqualified and underperforming, despite concrete proof that says otherwise from coworkers, managers, or other external sources. So it's basically living with the fear of being exposed as a fraud. Mm-hmm. And to your point, Inc., it's owning it. It's taking that independent verification to say that you're not fraudulent.
Not a fraud.
Not a fraud at all.
Not. No, and I'm not a mistake, and there's purpose for my life. So it's almost like that becomes your mantra. I'm not a fraud. Yes. I'm not a mistake, and there's purpose for my life. And so I'm having a moment, and now I'm going to reach into my toolkit. Okay, and my toolkit says, get curious. Why are you feeling this right now? Oh, I'm feeling this because there's somebody I feel is smarter than me in this room. No, they're not smarter than you. They're smarter in what way? What do they know a little bit more than you can now gain insight and knowledge about? Because now you should be grateful that they're there to teach you more.
Yeah.
So it's about reframing and getting yourself back into grounding.
Yes, I absolutely love that. So we're going to wrap up soon.
I love this episode.
Oh yeah, we could really take it longer, but we want to be respectful because we tell our listeners Thriving Thursday is different. We're short and sweet. You don't have to listen to a 1-hour podcast. These are short 10, 15-minute episodes where we get the goods in a very short period of time. So for anyone on this call that maybe feels like they've experienced or are experiencing imposter syndrome, what is kind of one lasting tip to summarize everything that we discussed today to give them that thriving empowerment they need to hear?
Take the mantra. You're not a fraud. You're not a mistake. Your life has purpose, and just continue to thrive forward. Fill your toolkit. Ask yourself, bring yourself into awareness. What is it that I'm feeling right now? Oh, okay, I get that. Okay, what's in your toolkit that can replace that and ground you?
I love it.
Curiosity is always a good first one, in my opinion. So you're not a mistake. You're not a fraud. Your life
has purpose.
Yeah, your life has purpose, period.
Love it.
There's nothing imposter about you.
Nothing. Your life has purpose. On that note,
we're out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Life has purpose.
Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode.